Welcome back, everybody, to Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. You're listening to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. It's the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette Free Classifieds.
Say it, Doug. What is it?
All you know, I was on a roll. All you need to know you need to know to be in the know.
Right. You know what's come back? It's back.
What?
Billboards have raised their ugly head.
I thought we made I thought we made a pact we'd never talk about this again.
I know, but they're back. You remember all those people? We have our friend Steve on the line. Steve, they're back, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And if you need to know, you got the right man to tell you about it right now.
There you go.
Is it you, Steve?
That is me.
All right.
You're responsible for the billboards, right?
Hey, no, you know what? I mean, the money came from the outdoor advertising agencies of California. So the referendum, the petitioning, that was all funded by big money billboards.
Well, that's
across the state of California. Well, we're the feet on the ground. We are the foot soldiers that assisted and as the eyes and ears to help put forth the effort. And there was an alliance between us that's soon to come apart.
All right, so let's go back a little bit. This was originally it was a deal struck with the city and MTA. They took one company out of business. They're going to put in these two mobile big digital billboards, 3 digital billboards, right?
Correct. 3 digital billboards.
They're going to put them on the 14 and the 5, and it was kind of a shady deal, and there's a lot of questions. And last we talked, it was passed by the city council. We thought it was dead.
Done.
Yes.
Done.
It kept coming back. We weren't able to get that wooden stake through its heart.
Yeah, people tried, but then there's the referendums. Right? There were signature takers and blockers. We learned about blockers. Remember that, Doug?
Oh, the blockers. We love the blockers. That'll go down in the annals of Santa Clarita history, yes.
Right. So what happened just recently?
Well, the county clerk sent a letter of findings to the city saying that they had verified 11,300 signatures, which is 10% of the voter roll in Santa Clarita, and that they certified the petition. Now, what that means is that on June 24th, the City Council is going to have to decide whether they are going to rescind the ordinance, or whether they're going to send it to a vote of the people at the next regularly scheduled municipal election or a special election.
Okay, so they could either do it in November or a special election just on the billboards, which would be kind of silly.
I don't believe they can do it in November because that's a general state.
That's right. Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
It's going to have to pay for. That's the way I'm reading it, and you know what? City Hall, Ken Striplin is not responding to my inquiries about that right now.
So, what do you think makes the most sense? I'm asking this kind of rhetorically.
I believe for the city of Santa Clarita, the most sense is to rescind the billboard agreement.
Now, okay, do you think that the city council is going to do that?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of this hinges on Dante Acosta, newly elected council member. The strange thing about this is that, as I understand it, and again, I'm not getting confirmation out of the city offices, but a tie vote. That is, if Dante goes with Tim Benn, Maureen West is going to be recused.
Right.
That leaves Marcia and Keller on the yes side. As I understand it, a tie vote will send it to a vote. It will not rescind. Where a tie vote, when they went to originally approve it, would have blocked it. So we have to switch either McLean or Keller to rescind the bill.
Wow.
In addition to Tim Benn.
Steve, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Honestly, are you guys against this because of the way it went down and the shadiness of it, or actually you do not want the digital billboards in our area?
I think as a purist, we don't want digital billboards. As a realist, this is a bad bill.
But Steve, can I jump in? I'm sorry to interrupt, but we only have a minute left. I got to play devil's advocate with you. I was in Chicago 2-3 weeks ago, and they have several of these digital billboards, and I have to tell you, they didn't bother me. They're kind of cool. They're kind of attractive. I noticed that when I was there.
What might be attractive to urban, and I was in Chicago too. I don't know when you went, but I was able to see those things from 6,000 feet taking off out of Chicago O'Hare. But let's talk about that. is it appropriate to have a digital billboard that's in an urban city like Chicago, like that, rather than in a semi-rural area like Santa Clarita? We are in Los Angeles County, but we are not of Los Angeles County.
That's a big distinction.
Yep.
So what do you think? Can you can flip one of these two guys just by pointing out, hey, if it's tied, we're spending money for a special election?
They ought to thank us, because they could do one billboard and make more money for the city by doing a deal with Clear Channel or CBS.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? They want to put a billboard at Magic Mountain and 5. They're going to make $1 million off that, and they're only getting $500,000 for 3 boards.
Yeah.
On their current bill, but don't tell them that. Don't tell them that, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, let me ask you this: if they do rescind it, does that affect the deal with Edwards, or will those billboards still be going away?
And that's another thing, is that once they approved the ordinance, on within the next 20 minutes, they did a deal with Edwards for 22 boards in the railroad right-of-way that changed the essence of the very ordinance that they're going to have to put on the ballot.
Boy, what a
So that would be part of it also.
The ordinance that they want us to vote on is not the effect of the ordinance that they voted on that night, because they took out Edwards in a following deal.
Right. It's all tied together.
I just want to thank you guys for all the time you've given us, and we want to serve the community. We are working in the best interest of the community. They can get a better deal.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Steve. Thanks so much for being on.
And you have a wonderful afternoon.
All right,
Thanks,
you
Steve.
too.
Appreciate
All right.
God bless Santa Clarita.
There you go. You're listening to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station. We'll be right back.
Here we are, everybody. It's Friday. Everybody glad it's Friday?
Yeah, that's Friday.
And every Friday we have the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John at 1 o'clock on Fridays. On Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. It's the Gazette radio version, or the Radio Digest version of the Gazette, for all you need to know to be in the know.
You're getting better at that.
I'm trying
It's
really
only been,
hard.
what, 7 years?
Yeah, something like that.
So, big day Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday. You know what this Saturday
As
is?
in tomorrow?
As in tomorrow. You know what tomorrow is?
Why, what's tomorrow?
You don't know.
Saturday.
You call yourself an American.
Yeah?
And you don't know what tomorrow is.
I only don't.
It's not even on your phone? You don't even have, like, a calendar or anything?
It doesn't say anything.
It's Flag Day.
Oh, it is?
How are you planning on celebrating Flag Day?
I'll put my flag out at home.
Really?
Yep.
I'm impressed that you'd actually do that.
Yeah.
You mean the fact that you're a communist.
Now that I know that it's Flag Day.
You wouldn't have done that but for me. I see how it is. We've got a special guest in the Elks Lodge. Roger Lowe is going to tell us about some of the festivities at the Elks Lodge Saturday for Flag Day.
This is that guy. I was wondering why this guy was sitting here.
Yeah, that's why he's sitting there.
Hi, Roger.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Uh-oh, he called us gentlemen. That's scary. So, Flag Day.
Well, first of all, actually, the festivities are this evening, not tomorrow.
Oh, it is this evening.
Although we will be celebrating tomorrow, but the event we have planned is for tonight.
Okay. So what's going on tonight at the Elks Lodge?
Well, tonight, besides the normal Friday night dinner, we bring in the Boy Scout troop we sponsor, Troop 2379, and we perform a very heartfelt flag retirement ceremony in the large room with all the officers of the lodge. And then we proceed to go outside and feed the scouts, and then they prepare the flags that have been brought in throughout the year, worn and tattered, and served their time, flying proudly. And they perform a ceremony where they fold and retire them in a respectful, patriotic manner.
Wow, so how many flags do you think you have?
We usually average anywhere from 1 to 200 flags that we gather during the year, and we invite anybody who has a flag that is in need of retirement to bring them down to the lodge tonight.
So they can bring their flags tonight.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very important how you retire a flag. You know that, right, Tom?
Yes, I do know that. And for those who don't know, the Elks Lodge is on Sierra Highway, about a mile north of Soledad, roughly, mile and a half.
Yeah, just up past Backwoods Inn.
Yeah, just past Backwoods Inn. What time should they show up with the flags?
Dinner starts at 6:30. They can come in for dinner, and then the ceremony will begin somewhere between 7:30 and 8 once dinner is wrapped up. We give a history of the flag, and the scouts will display all the different versions of flags we've had up to the flag we currently fly. And then we will, at the closing of the ceremony, we will head outside and begin to respectfully retire those flags that have done their duty.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's pretty cool. That's one of the things I like about the Elks is they're very patriotic. You've been an Elk for a long time.
I actually have grown up within the organization with my father. A lot of people think the Elks is just an older community, but in actuality, we have a very diverse age group. A lot brought up through the Scouts, as I said, and through families. We have a very large active and retired military, law enforcement, firefighters,
a lot of cool things.
Civic leaders. We actually initiated the mayor last week. So.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
That's right. So, okay, I got to ask, because I know you're an Elk, but what do you do in real life?
I am currently a territory sales manager for United Pacific Pet. I ensure that the animals in Southern California are eating a quality diet.
Uh-oh, Doug.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Doug.
Okay, I have to confess. I get the cheapest stuff I can get. Is that okay?
Well, as my dad always told me, you get what you pay for. So,
Is that true with even dog food?
You've got massive dogs. You've got horses. You don't have dogs.
You'd be surprised at what is in some of the major brands versus the brands we carry and support. Just
Seriously.
Well, first of all, no Chinese ingredients. That's a big part of what's going on in not just animal food, but in all of the products that we're currently experiencing. But maybe sometime I'll...
I mean, we won't say brand names on the air, but the ones that take up the shelves in the grocery store that we've known since we were kids are not that great.
The cheaper the price, I assure you, the lower quality and sometimes untraceable ingredients they will have.
Untraceable, he says.
Untraceable ingredients. The Chinese ingredients, that scares me because that's a lot of the problems that they came out a couple years ago. It was like all these pets were getting sick and dying because of all the stuff that was the foreign substance stuff that was in their dog food.
Tainted melamines to increase protein levels and just shady stuff for a lot of the corporate brands to have a greater return on investment for the shareholders versus what's truly best for the animal.
Oh man! Now,
All right,
you've been shamed. Have you been shamed yet, Doug?
We'll have to talk off the air, Roger.
Yeah. Now I gotta admit, you got a great radio voice. If you're doing like voiceover stuff, I mean, you could be bucking for Doug's job.
I have had some experience in the entertainment industry, but probably my most notable was my on-camera performance with George Clooney in the world-renowned film Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
I'm absolutely serious.
All right. Do you remember that? Did you have a speaking line?
I did not, but that young man, George, the lady seemed to find rather fondly,
there you go.
did end up going on to a rather fine career,
From what I hear. From what I hear. All right, so one shot. Here's your chance. Give us a voiceover real quick.
In a world where flags fly proudly, but through detriment of rain, snow, sleet, and hail, the Elks gives you the opportunity this Friday to retire your flag. Bring it down. We will do it. Thank you.
All right. Roger Lowe from the Elks Lodge. There's a flag ceremony tonight, retirement ceremony tonight. Bring your flags by sometime after, say, 7 o'clock. Elks Lodge right off Sierra Highway. Thank you for coming in, Roger. It's been great.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station. We'll be back with sports.